Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2 Unit 4.7.4.11 video number 2. So we are on the back side. They're asking us to write the equation of each parabola in vertex form, then identify the characteristics of each function. Okay, so here we go. The first thing that I want to know is what is my vertex? Okay, so the vertex is -3 and +8. Don't assume it's 10, okay? Look at the numbers to see what it says. Now the other thing that we need to do is figure out the pattern. It's either down 1 over 1, which I don't see that, but I do see down 1 over, or down 2 over 1, and then it's down 8 over 2. So that pattern is a -2 pattern. With that information, I can create my equation. Say it's f of x equals the -2 x plus 3 squared plus 8. Remember that when we're writing this, that we take the opposite. Okay, so we have -2 x plus 3 squared plus 8. So now we're going to go through and answer all the questions. The first is the domain, and there are no limits from left to right, so we're going to say that the domain is -infinity to +infinity. I'll rewrite that so it looks a little bit nicer. Okay, the range up and down, so I always start with the bottom. The bottom is -infinity, and it's -infinity to, once again, it's that 8. I go to as low as I can go to as high as I can go. So -infinity to 8. Where are we increasing? Are we increasing on the left side or the right side? Yeah, we're increasing on the left side, so that's -infinity to -3. So that must mean that I'm decreasing on the other side. So we're decreasing at -3. So decreasing, or I think we would say falling and rising, sorry, other words that were used, to +infinity. Okay, and then where are we greater than 0? Sorry, you're seeing a lot of writing on here. So I'm greater than 0 from -5 to -1. Okay, that's where I'm above 0. So we said from -5 to -1, and then I am below 0 from -infinity to 5, and from -1 to +infinity. Okay, that's when we have that break. So -infinity to -5, there's a break, and then from -1 to +infinity. Okay. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. The first thing we need is I need the vertex, and I need to figure out what the pattern is. Okay, so for here, our vertex is 2, -1, and then that pattern is a 1 pattern, a equals 1. So my equation will just say g of x equals 1. Take the opposite, and then it stays the same. So our domain from left to right, those are our x values, are -infinity to +infinity. My range, I look at the bottom as low as I go, which is -1. and it keeps on going to positive infinity. So that was -1 to positive infinity. Okay. Increasing and decreasing. We are rising on the left and we are falling on the right. Okay. So we're falling from negative infinity to 2, and then I'm rising from 2 to positive infinity. So we kind of did both of those at the same time. Increasing, rising from 2 to infinity, and then we're falling from negative infinity to 2. Okay? And then for number 8, where are we above? I'm above from negative infinity to 1, and then I'm above again from 3 to positive infinity. So I'll write that one first. We said that we were above from negative infinity to 1. There was a break, and then it picked up again. I think, was it at 2? No, at 3. So at 3 to positive infinity, which means I am below from 2, or from 1 to 3. All right. Number 9, you guys are all on your own. Go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so our equation, h of x equals 2 parentheses x plus 2 squared minus 8. Our domain, negative infinity to positive infinity. Our range, -8 to infinity. Increasing from -2 to infinity. Decreasing from negative infinity to -2. And we're greater than 0 from negative infinity to -4. And then from 0 to 8. And then from -4 to 0, we are less than 0. Okay? And here's kind of all the stuff that I was writing as I was completing mine. Okay. So we have to identify the solutions and then the average rate of change. Okay? So the first thing is look at the solutions and then the average rate of change. Well, the solutions, excuse me, are where it crosses the x-axis. So my solutions for here would be that x equals 2 and 4. Okay? And then I need to find the average rate of change from f of 2 to f of 3. So f of 2 we already found. Okay, it's right here. F of 3 is right here, so my average rate of change is going up 2 over 1. And 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2. Okay? So my solutions are where it crosses the x-axis. So for here, we have our solutions at -5 and -1. And then they want us to check the points from -3 to 0. Where's 0 at? All the way up here. Okay? So I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. So 9 over 3, that's the same thing as 3. All right, next one. You are all on your own for number 12, okay? I'll just help you out with this solution. Okay, pause the video. Good luck. Okay, so my solution was at x equals 2. And then the average rate of change between h of 2 to h of 4 is negative 2. All right, we're almost done. Just find the average rate of change to the function. So I've got my function right here, but then it wants to know what the average rate of change is between these 2 points. Okay, so what you need to do is find f of negative 2 and then find f of 0. So one time I'm plugging in negative 2, and the other time I'm plugging in 0. Now, the fastest way to do this is to go into your calculator, and I'm going to write that function. Okay, the x squared minus 3, nope, wrong button, go back here. X squared minus 3x plus 12. And I'm going to go to my table, and then I can see that at negative 2, I'm at 22, and then at 0, I'm at 12. So I get my 2 points. We could say that this is 22, that this is 12, but the way to write it is to write it using your points. So negative 12, 22, and 0, 12. So I'm going to kind of highlight which one goes with which. Now the reason I'm doing that is to find the average rate of change between 2 points is to use your slope formula. So I'm going to say that my average rate of change, my slope, is 12 minus 22, and then 0 minus negative 2, which turns into a positive 2. I get negative 10 on the top. I get a 2 on the bottom, which gives me my final answer of negative 5. Okay? But we want to see your work. We want to see that you plug those numbers in. Sorry, I'm going to color code this because I'm crazy. We want to see what you're plugging in. Okay? So the first thing that you should do for 14 is rewrite your equation twice, showing us what you're plugging in. Okay? Get your 2 points and then tell us what you get. All right? So we're going to pause the video and you guys are going to do it on your own. Good luck. Okay, and there's all my work. So all I did was plug it in to get g of 0 and g of 3, get your 2 points, and then use the slope formula. Now, if you have any questions or need any extra help, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Otherwise, this is Mr. Grice signing off for Algebra 2 Unit 4.7, 4.11, Review, Video Number 2. Thanks for watching.